John had only just finished saying goodbye to Arthur and asking for his advice when he heard some commotions in the trees in the distance. It can only mean one thing. Bounty hunters were on his tail. The raging demon inside him, without the alcohol to suppress it, was screaming for him to murder them in cold blood. And John, without alcohol in his system or any access to alcohol, was only too happy to oblige. John decided to set up camp not far from where he had slaughtered the bounty hunters. He knew it was going to be a rough night tonight with no alcohol. Normally this far into alcohol-free, John's dreams were more like nightmares, visions of death and murder. He tried to drown it out with coffee, but that just left a bitter taste in his mouth. He smoked his last cigarette for the evening, then headed towards the tent, knowing his dreams were going to be filled with nightmares. The rage was close.
Give me your money. Just take it. Vamos. Don't make me come find you, okay?
It's a long road ahead of us. Give us a break.
Quicker.
Hey, does it mean that much to you?
You people think I'm joking.
Nah, I ain't giving in to you.
You think I'll miss when I ain't?
Okay, best thing to do is just give 'em what you have. Yeah.
John awoke the next morning, not sure where he was or what he had done. All that he knew is what he could smell was death, blood, and gunpowder. He knew the rage had been, and he knew that he'd be hunted. Each time he had entered the rage, he was always hunted down for days on end. He figured he'd best head to the trees to hide from the law. I hope he can stay out of sight. He didn't want to feed the demon anymore. Any time he fed the demon from now would lead to much bigger rage. The rage that he had suppressed for years. He knew he had to get some alcohol fast, so first things first was to get away from the law on his tail, hide in the trees over the creek. Hopefully then he could head into Rhodes. Hopefully Pearson would serve him, because it had been a while, but the last time he seen Pearson he held up his shop, desperate for money. He was pretty certain the law was off his tail now, deep in the woods. There's no way the hounds were going to track him through here. So he had to figure out where he was. He had no idea where he was right now. He knew he was in some trees in the forest. It seemed awfully familiar, but he couldn't quite put his finger on it. John stopped for a rest, to gather his thoughts, before he headed on into Rhodes. John's first stop was going to be the fence to visit an old friend and sell some of his stolen goods to get some money to pay for his alcohol. He had a lot of jewelry on him and such. He wasn't sure how he came about it, but he certainly wanted to get rid of it. And his dear friend at the fence was the only one who would buy it.
This is the only thing I live for. Just let me live this one through, will you? Been a minute.
Thanks, partner. Hey. Hey.
John was now ready to head into Rhodes to get his alcohol. He could feel the demon, the rage, building again already. He didn't want to feed that demon again. Things were going to go down a very, very dark path if he did. Hopefully Pearson was going to serve him and let him buy the alcohol from him, because as I said, he had already held Pearson up once before. This was a while ago, so hopefully Pearson doesn't have a very good memory. Pulled his horses up and hitched them and headed inside the shop.
We may not always see eye to eye, John, but I got a wife, a new life. Leave me be. Look, get what you want and make this quick. Fine, there's the catalog. Don't cause more trouble.
John had had quite a few to drink back at Rhodes, and had caused some trouble in the saloon. So he had to hightail it out of there away from the law once again. By instinct, he didn't know where he was heading, but he ended up at a very familiar spot down at Clemens Point. Natural instinct had led him here, I feel. John was all of a sudden flooded by emotions of the family that had all gone their separate ways. And Pearson wasn't so kind to him no more. And who could blame him after what John had done? He walked around and mowed around on the spot for quite some time, reliving the memories of the past, remembering conversations that had been said, things that had been done. He drank from his Kentucky bourbon and reminisced some more. Decided now was a good time to put up a tent. John felt miserable, sitting in his tent while it rained outside, no one around to talk to, no one to laugh with, no companionship. He missed his family. He was down and broken.
You should take your woman and child and get lost.
What reason you got to stick around at this point? It's done. I don't see no way out of any of this.